Boys, let's get to work. These sacks aren't gonna ship themselves off to Washington. Put the muscle in it. We scoop and shovel, bunch and bundle, throw it in the sack. Then it ships on to Washington, we don't need it back. We've cut the welfare / the healthcare, check out our fat stacks. Screw the poor attitude du jour, we can't help but laugh.
But what about those less fortunate than we? I see them sometimes on my own TV. Isn't there something a bit obscene about ignoring my neighbor in the interest of me?
Scoop and shovel, bunch and bundle, throw it in the sack. Then it ships on to Washington, we don't need it back. We cut the welfare / the healthcare, check out our fat stacks. Screw the poor attitude du jour, we can't help but laugh.
Hello, one and all. I'm Don Tallyho, coming to you from GNC Channel 3. You're watching the 4 o'clock Channel 5 News at 6. We begin tonight's broadcast by checking in with our live feed of Space Pope. Here we see him carrying out some maintenance that is paramount in keeping him alive. After NASA's pneumatic drills bore a cave into the surface of the moon, Space Pope had to install the steam-powered heating system for his new home, as temperatures on the moon can plummet down to the neighborhood of negative 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Sheesh. The only other thing I know that can be that cold and unforgiving is my mother. Space Pope is currently releasing the pressure valves on his heating system, which he must do in order to... Look, I don't have to explain everything to you. Don't you people ever learn anything for yourselves? Why should I be responsible for teaching you how a heating system works? Don't you have homes? What I'm saying is you're not...
Hi. All of this work is making me thirsty. I think I'm gonna have a nice cold Budweiser to reward myself for a job well done.
Space Pope, you have defied me. Worse still, you have doubted me.
Oh, you're right. I am sorry.
Be sorry no more, man. Put your hand here on the can. See my tinny exterior. Stop doubting and believe.
I believe.
You believe because you have seen. Blessed are those who believe without seeing. Don't let it happen again, you twit.
I am Jesus, I'm number one. I give sight to those who have none. So Space Pope, listen to me. Don't let your mind wander free. Keep your focus on me. 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 Keep your focus on me.
Yes, okay, I will. Thank you. I love you. My friends! I must tell my new friends in the cave. An amazing thing has happened. Hallelujah! Hallelujah! You guys!
What is it, honey buns?
He is real. He appeared to me in my burning can of Budweiser and assured me that he is real. We must all repent and rejoice in the truth. But he really did.
Nick!
Jimmy! Billy!
Bobby!
Let's go get a drink with the boys.
All
right, we're here now.
Hey, Sad Phillip, heading in for another shift?
Yeah.
What's got you so happy? Normally you're more bummed out than I am.
I've never felt so alive. I've got a bill passed through city council. I'm going to be Santa Claus. Life is wonderful.
Well, that's great news. We're going to head in to get ourselves a drink. Why don't you join us for a,
Turn it around, boys! Bartleby's has gone under, thanks to your faggy friend here.
What?
What?
No, what?
Sad Philip here has gone into politics. He wrote up a bill.
Since when do bills shut down bars?
Ever since bills remove all government subsidies from private establishments. All $3 stores in town have shut down. The old consignment shop is now gone. Andrew's, Paulie's, and Pete's Pizzas all went under. And now, after 17 years of service to this community, I've got to shut down my old girl. And it's all thanks to Phil here. Suck a fat one, Boy George.
Yeah, suck a fat one, Boy George.
I don't mind being told that I got no spine. I do not mind getting kicked in the behind, 'cause at the end of the day I can always say it's just how they care, just how they care.
I don't mind being left out and decried. I do not mind when friends and enemies blur the line, 'cause at the end of the day I can always say just how they care, just how they care.
When they beat me down, give me the run around and treat me like I'm grinding my head up proud on one the crowd saying it's really fine. They spit in my face, plot plan with haste how to undermine. Won't defend my case, but instead I'll pace my room and say it's really fine, 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 fine.
Have you guys ever thought about dying before?
Of course I have. Remember that guy died during the Super Bowl? He had scored a Super Bowl touchdown the year before, so he was damned if he wasn't going to this time. He ran so damn hard that a lineman blindsided him by mistake and crushed one of his ribs into his heart. I think death is very sacred.
I didn't used to think about dying very much because I don't like to. I think the reason I like football so much is that it's a celebration of life, or even the struggle for life.
I feel most alive when life is not a struggle.
I feel most alive with a beer in my hands.
Let's get smashed and watch the game, boys! For fun's sake!
For fun's sake!
We've got spirit. How about you?
We've got spirit. Yes, we do.
Feel your spirit. Speak its truth.
Feel your spirit. Be renewed.
The half is at the line. Third comes up. Intercepted by the end. Taking it all the way around with the hook, the crook, and the golden boy cracks the goose.
Isn't this nice, Katie? That we can all get together to watch a football game?
It sure is, Nance.
This spinach dip is really great, isn't it, Katie?
It sure is, Nance.
I don't really understand football, Katie.
Neither do I, Nance.
Hey, Katie. I don't mean to be rude, but how come you still go to church when you've been living in sin?
I don't look at it that way, Nancy.
Your kids don't go to church.
Our kids aren't old enough for all the sex and violence, and besides, I'd rather let them make their own minds up.
Don't you believe in God?
Sometimes I do, Nancy, but, sometimes I think life is too difficult and unfair for there to be a God.
Well, I think it's thinking like that that's made life so difficult. What have we got besides God, Katie?
Well, my life has a great many luxuries.
But are you really happy? What's so nice about comfort and luxury?
I can remember a time when things weren't so nice and soft, and I don't think things were any better then.
But don't you see that both of those things are just consequences of capitalism?
Well, frankly, no, I don't see it that way.
The Bible says neither a lender nor borrower be. How is one to make their way in this world with a rule like that? I just can't do anything without asking for some money.
I suppose you've got a better idea than money?
Well, yes, love and trust. What's wrong with that? Why can't we just take care of one another? Why must we be held accountable for the ravages of time?
The ravages of time? Huh. How about the ravages of savages? How about the ravages of global terrorism? How about that pretentious smart car of yours? You know what gets you from here to there?
You're gonna say oil.
You're damn right it's oil, but God gave us the oil, and gave us terrorism, and he gave us capitalism as a kind of filter for both. Doesn't that sound right?
What gets me from here to there is the grace of God's love. The rest is vanity, Katie. I don't want to talk to you about terrorism.
You sound like a damn Quaker.
Well, hey, what's wrong with the Quakers?
They're so against war.
So is Jesus.
Hell, what do you know?
Hey, ladies, Sportstein is on!
We now take you live to the PJ Livermore Law Affiliates halftime show.
Merry Christmas, Mr. President, kiss my ass. I didn't vote for you, get off my back. I am a man of rights here in your house of lies, just kiss my ass. Merry Christmas, Mr. President, lick my butthole. I'll feed you a sandwich full of knuckle. I didn't vote for you, I'm telling you for true, just kiss my ass. Merry Christmas, Mr. President, bite my taint. I'll teach you the true meaning of pain. I didn't vote for you, I'm telling you for true, just kiss my ass. Yeah, pucker up, buddy. Merry Christmas.
Gentlemen, if this isn't our war march, I don't know what is. Let's get out there and practice so that we can beat these haberdashers into the ground.
Yeah! Jimmy is all set to run the Egyptian maple route with Billy steaming in the tabernacle. And here we go.
We got spirit, how about you? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Feel your spirit be renewed. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Football is a way of life. All is right, all is right. Football is a guiding light. End of night. We've got
playmaker by Nick the Neck. Joe fumbled the ball outside the pocket, which is a 35-yard penalty. Folks, this looks grim. I have little confidence that these yokels will be able to score more points in the football game against the Haberdashers, those beautiful edifices of strength and vitality. I hope there's gonna be a whole fleet of ambulances on standby because, oh doggy, are they gonna need it? This is John Medino saying hey, hey, and night, night.
Well, we really tried out there, Joe. Maybe if we...
Jimmy. I'm feeling pretty down. All I want to do is drink until I forget this whole night.
Okay, Joe, let's do that. Katie, you head on home. I'll be right behind you.
You're not telling me when to go home.
I am, and I'm saying go home now.
You're such a tool, Jimmy.
You don't gotta be so bossy like that.
It's the only way she listens to me. Enough about that. We gotta pick up our fearless leader with a few pick-me-ups. To Joe!
To Joe.
To Joe!
To Joe.
To Joe!
To Joe.
Oy vey.
It's 4 a.m.
Ugh.
Jim, I can't keep living like this.
Katie, back off.
Dinner's been cold for 8 hours. You told me you wanted chicken cacciatore. I made chicken cacciatore. The kids don't like chicken cacciatore. I don't like chicken cacciatore. You like chicken cacciatore. And here you are, drunk, vomit all down your church clothes. You want me to back off?
Katie, back off.
Don't tell me to back off, Jimmy.
Back off.
Don't you tell me to back off.
I'm going to bed.
Well, you're not going to my bed.
It's my bed, too.
I've had that bed since before you came along, Jimmy. You smell like death and you're scaring my children.
They are my children, too, Katie.
Jimmy, come on.
Don't tell me to come on.
Jim, you're not staying here. Go to that screw-up Joe's house or one of your other screw-up friends.
Would you just lay off? You're gonna give me an aneurysm. I'm a running back. I've always been a running back. You're killing me.
You're killing yourself, and you're gonna give my children a complex.
Would you cut it out with my children?
No, they are my children. Don't you know anything? Don't your friends tell you anything? Everybody in this town knows. Why do you think Candy has such a hard time? All his friends know, and all of your friends know.
What are you trying to say?
I'm trying to say you need to quit this football star nonsense and get a new job or you're out of this house.
No, what does everybody know? What is it you're not telling me?
Good night and goodbye, Jimmy.
You don't have to answer to me. You shouldn't have to answer to anyone. You can tell 'em answer to me, and anything I say is my fault. You don't have to answer to me. Why should I have to answer to you? Sure, I'm into staying out late, but Katie, don't I always take your call? I won't ever hold you to impossible standards of beauty, 'cause Katie, even when we met, you seemed a little older to me. Thanks for taking care of Jimbo the Third. Thanks for saying I could call him that. Thanks for making sure that he feels hurt. Feel like him and I are
they're leading different lives. Thanks for meeting with their teachers. Going back to school gives me the shakes. Alice is tough, but I know you'll reach her. The doctor said he can't explain the hives. I won't ever hold you to impossible standards of beauty. 'Cause Katie, even when we met, you seemed a little older to me. You don't have to answer to me. You shouldn't have to answer to anyone. You can tell them answer to me, and anything I say is my fault.
Jeez, what a night. What's this? Joe, come down to my freaking office when you get a chance. Happy Monday to you too, Candy.
You got the note then?
Yes, Candy, I got your note. What do you want?
Well, Joe, first I wanted to see if you could read. I very much doubted you could, seeing as how you're such a moron. Then I wanted to see if the words that you read actually meant anything to you, and if you could interpret those words on a page and follow those instructions. Again, I didn't expect any of this, as your mind is equitable to that of a Jell-O mold.
Candy, what is it?
When are you gonna grow up, Joe? You're getting wasted on Sunday nights, watching and playing football with the cretins of the earth. I mean, this crew that you're playing with are such scum that...
At least I'm playing.
What did you just say to me?
We're actually playing the game instead of just wishing that we were.
See here, boy. You won't play in this game. None of your low-life friends will play in this game. And should you defy me, you won't work in my grocery store anymore.
That's illegal.
It's your word against mine. And my word has nearly 20 years of seniority.
You have lost it. You're a jealous old man filled with regret.
And you're an unrealistic young man filled with nothing other than this job. And soon you may not even have that. Get out.
Is it because we didn't let you join the team, Candy?
Now hear this. You can rest assured that if you play in this game, I will be on the other side waiting to kick your ass all on the field.
I'll see you out there.
Candy?
Katie!
Candy, what's this note?
Well, Katie, first I wanted to see if you could read. I very much doubted you could, seeing as how you're such a moron. Then I wanted to see if the words that you read actually meant anything to you, and if you could interpret...
Shut the hell up, Candy.
Can I finish?
No, Candy. I put up with this at home. I put up with it at work. I don't need to put up with it with you.
Put up with me? Listen here, girl. I am the one that puts up with you crying on my shoulder. I'm the one that puts up with your inability to kick that scumbag to the curb.
I don't need a lecture.
I just chewed out and threatened to fire my right-hand man, all to get back at Jimmy and ruin his stupid game. I did all of that for you. Because you can't find it in your heart to leave that pathetic coward.
You didn't.
Sweet cheeks, if you won't make him leave, I will.
It is incredible how self-absorbed you are.
I'm the most important thing in my life. The second I lose sight of that is the second I end up like you. Now get out!
I'm bagging sour grapes, I'm bagging low stakes, I'm bagging messages of adoration on a cake. I'm checking out cards that all seem to say I love you, I miss you, a happy anniversary. Your meals. I love suffering or more for just 1 week down the shore. Thought I'd be surrounded by love. I'm surrounded by schmucks who aren't looking for anything but fulfillment of their lust. Take my kids, get all of us hid in the sanctuary of a South Jersey vacation. Hear the sound of the surf with the turf. Gotta get myself to work up the nerve. Rent out a little place, a tchotchke's in your face. Bring a roll of quarters just in case we find an arcade. Stroll the promenade, funnel cake and lemonade. I'd endure a life of suffering or more for just 1 week down the shore.
We shall go on to the end. We shall fight in France. We shall fight on the seas and oceans. We shall fight with growing confidence and growing strength in the air. We shall defend our island, whatever the cost may be. We shall fight on the beaches. We shall fight on the landing grounds. We shall fight in the fields and in the streets. We shall fight in the hills. We shall never surrender, and if, which I do not for a moment believe, this island or large part of it was subjugated and starving, then our empire beyond the seas, armed and guarded by the British fleet, would carry on the struggle until, in God's good time, the new world, with all its power and might, steps forth to the rescue and the liberation of the earth.